You might be a little confused about the title of this video. That's because I didn't really know how I could sum up how I feel about this upcoming season in the title. I know from the outside looking in, it seems like Purdue hasn't done much to improve. It also just looks like last year was unredeemable. But I don't think that's true. Purdue lost 3 one-score games and arguably could have won their game against Syracuse. That would have put them at 7-5 or 8-4. That 2023 team was not 4-8 bad. There is a reason every game at Ross-Ade was packed last year. Purdue did lose a lot of players in the transfer portal, that is true. I'm not going to talk about all of them because that would take a while, but Purdue did lose its top 3 wide receivers, its number 1 tight end, and the Big Ten leader in sacks. Along with that, Tyrone Tracy Jr., Cam Allen, and Sanusi Kane all graduated. So this 2024 Purdue team will have a lot of new faces. But those new faces might be really good. Some places have Purdue's transfer class ranked top 20 in the nation. Purdue also has a lot of promising incoming freshmen. And with all the open roster spots because of people transferring, guys are going to step up and fill those roles. I think that this could be a great year for Andrew Sawinski or Jaden Dixon-Veal at receiver, and other guys like Nyland Green, CJ Madden, Cam Brown, and Denylon Morset could be really good. This isn't some ragtag group of athletes who don't know how to play football. Ryan Walters has proven he has an eye for talent and is a really good recruiter. I believe this team could be solid. I'm not saying it's going to be like 2022 or anything, but a bowl game is possible. I mean, let's look at the schedule Purdue has in 2024. Week 1, you have Indiana State. No offense to them, but that should be an easy win. They have a nice program, but they're not going to beat Purdue. Notre Dame, week 2, is a bit tougher. That's probably going to be a loss. I would like to think we could win that one, but probably not. Oregon State is going to be a higher scoring matchup with Purdue coming out on top, in my opinion. Then Purdue hits a stretch where they probably lose 2 straight against Nebraska and then Wisconsin. But then they play Illinois, which is going to be an absolute dogfight. They still don't like that Ryan Walters left, and Ryan Walters still wants to beat them. I think Purdue's going to win this one, kind of like last year, but it's going to be close. Unfortunately, they then face Oregon. Safe to say that one's probably a loss. Then I got Purdue getting revenge on Northwestern after losing to them last year, so they're going to win against them this year. After that, Purdue faces Ohio State and Penn State, which, yeah, those are going to be losses. And then Michigan State and Indiana to finish the year, with both of those being a win. So I have Purdue going a competitive 6-6. Depending on how the year shakes out, that should put Purdue in a bowl game. Not a very good one, but it's still better than nothing, and it's an improvement over last year. And it's entirely possible that Purdue could have 7 or 8 wins. But it's just as possible that they drop a few games and finish with just 4 wins again. It really depends on if this team is comfortable with the new coaching regime in year 2. I like to think that they are. Ryan Walters seems like a guy who can get players to buy in. But until we see them play, it's going to be hard to tell. I'm really excited to see what the transfers that we brought in can do. For some of them, this is their last season of college football. They're hungry to earn a starting spot and show people what they can do. Purdue football has always been a really unpredictable and volatile program. I think Ryan Walters is the perfect coach for this team. He brings a lot of energy and clearly has a passion to take this program to new heights. A lot of the success this year is dependent on Hudson Card playing well though. He wasn't necessarily bad last year, but we need him to kind of take that next step and become a tier above what he was. And he's very capable of that in my opinion. Also, having Dylan Thieneman and Devin Mockabee coming back will make a huge difference this year. We actually have a decent amount of returning players on defense also. It's really about consistency. If these guys can realize their potential and be consistent and limit mistakes, they can be really good. The last thing I want to talk about before I end this video is the new jerseys. They aren't bad, but they're also the same cookie-cutter uniforms Nike has given every team this year. They took away the railroad tracks on the helmet, they took away the texture on the sleeves. Basically, all the unique parts of our uniform have been taken away, to be replaced with a knockoff Lions jersey. I know it seems trivial to complain about this, but I really liked our old jerseys. The Apollo 11 jerseys are one of the best college football jerseys ever. Is it too much to ask for just a little bit of flair? That's all I'm saying, like just a little bit of uniqueness. But anyways, at least we can look forward to seeing a Purdue football team that's going to play with passion and they're going to be entertaining. Now, if they're entertaining in a good way or entertaining in a bad way, I can't really tell you. But what I will say is they're at least going to be entertaining. But yeah, like I said, I'm really excited this year for Purdue football. It's going to be interesting to see kind of how these guys perform and how a lot of these transfers come in and adjust to being with Coach Walters, because we have like 4 or 5 guys coming from Georgia, and they're big name recruits. They were big name recruits back when they were coming out of high school, and they were big name recruits coming out of the transfer portal. So it's going to be interesting to see how those guys adjust and where they find a role and how they perform, along with some other guys. I mean, just that this whole transfer class, this whole recruiting class, I'm really interested to see how they perform with Purdue. And a lot of these returning guys, it's going to be fun, like seeing Dylan Thieneman come in and hopefully just pick up right where he left off. Apparently he's been hitting the gym like crazy. He's been going crazy apparently this offseason, so it's going to be fun to see how that plays out. And then Devin Mockabee, obviously, I mean, that guy's a beast. And Hudson Card and our offensive line is going to be interesting. Hopefully Marcus Mbao can stay healthy this whole year. He is one of my favorite players. He's a dog in the trenches. So hopefully he can stay healthy. Him being hurt us a lot as a team last year. I think that's kind of what hurt our offense and our offensive line. Him being out really hurt us. So we're going to see. It's going to be another interesting year of Purdue football.
But you get the mix right, nigga, put it in the blender. Hell yeah, I'm Wingstop. Bitch, I'm feeling chicken tender. It's like the beef from energy and water like timber. Hey, turning, looking like dinner. It's like I got the bad boy or girl.